Hey guys, Rack and Load. Got the Daystate Air Ranger on the table today in .22 and it's great. Absolutely love it. Not played around with a PCP for quite a while now. Got this one on loan and absolutely love it. What a brilliant rifle. First of all, I'll give you the technical data and sort of all the specs of the gun. First of all, the overall length of it is 41 inches. You got barrel length of 16.8 inches. It's actually a shrouded barrel, so it does make it look sort of quite chunky. This one's wearing a carbon fibre like silencer or a moderator. Looks good, looks nice. Nice finishing touch to the rifle. As you may have noticed as well, it's got a bipod. Just a cheap and cheerful bipod on it, but buddy bottle mountable, or mounted, as you can see. This rifle weighs in at 3.7 kilos if you've got the 400cc buddy bottle. With a 500cc buddy bottle, it'll weigh in at 3.9 kilos. So it's still quite a very light rifle, depending on which buddy bottle you've got. It's still fairly light anyway. Just take into consideration how big of scope you're going to use, and you know that obviously is going to add to the weight. But a nice light rifle. How many shots per fill then? Right. Well, with this 2.2 version, with a 400cc buddy bottle, you'll get 290 full power 12 foot-pound shots. If you've got the 500cc buddy bottle, you'll get 360 full power 12 foot-pound shots. The 177 version, with the 400cc bottle, you'll get 240 full power 12 foot-pound shots and 300 full power 12 foot-pound shots with the 500cc bottle, if you follow me. I'll put all those details in the actual details of this video. So let's take a closer look at the rifle then. So first of all, ignore the fact, and I'm sure Daystate will, that I've got a air arm scope on it. It's just for testing, so just ignore that. God, Daystate will hate me for that. So first of all, nice hardwood stock. Absolutely glorious stock. It is so comfortable, fully ambidextrous. You can choose to go thumb through or thumb up on the thumb rests that you've got there. Again, totally ambidextrous. So comfortable to shoot. Nice and light as well. There's nothing sort of real heavy about this. The stock itself, all the weight is sort of in the middle of the rifle. It is really quite well balanced. You've got grooves here, you know, to sort of just tuck your hand in, depending on however you want to shoot. It is just really sort of well ergonomically designed. Recoil pad. Yeah, does the job, does what it says on the tin. Nice and sleek. And the bottom of the pistol grips is just a nicely finished stippling and hardwood end cap. Looks like mahogany, but the stock itself is hardwood. You've got the Daystate logo sort of laser etched in there. It really is a lovely stock. And then there's the buddy bottle with the, this one, like I said earlier, is wearing a bipod. Buddy bottle clamped. Now the barrel is really nice on this rifle, the way it's shrouded. just give it a chunky look. And then underneath, this is your filler cap that just pushes on to reveal the nozzle to juice this rifle up with air. It just pushes on. That pushes on nice and sort of solid, so that's a good point. You won't have that dropping out on you. Well, I didn't anyway in testing. Trigger 2-stage, fully adjustable. Obviously this rifle is safe. You've got a metal trigger guard there as well. And then there's your bolt. Lift up, draw back. This is a 10-shot rifle, or you can choose to roll it with just a single shot tray. Both work well. I'll show you the magazines in a minute. There's your safety catch. I quite like that. Some people won't, but I think it's quite good. Easily accessible. Nice and positive. And there's your air gauge there. Again, nice and simple and clear. It is a very nice rifle to cock, even for a left-handed shooter. I sometimes find the lefties have an advantage with rifles that have got the bolt on the usual side or the right hand side. Saves you taking your hand off the trigger, or hand off the pistol grip rather than the trigger, so you can basically sort of stay on target, keep your hand, this hand where it is, and just literally, especially if you're running off a bipod, just bring your hand back, cock it, and it is lovely to cock. This rifle is obviously it's safe. Just fire it off. It's silent with the silencer that's on it. Now, I was testing this rifle with RWS Superdomes, my favourite flavour of pellet. 14.5 grain pellets in .22 or .22. Testing them on my little backyard range, which is only 25 yards. I know this gun is a lot more capable than 25 yards, but I was just using basically the range that I've got, and when I do test air rifles, I just tend to use the 25 yard sort of standard for myself, just for testing purposes. Anyway, the results were, and I know I'm not the best shooter, but this was straight off the bipod, as you've seen at the start of the video. And first of all, pretty much had to just zero the scope while on a blank sheet of paper to start with, and then this is what it was doing anyway. First of all, just made sure they were sort of going where I wanted them on the first shot, and then nice tight groups there for me anyway. Got a flyer on that one, but yeah, I was more than happy with that. Like I said, it'll do a lot better at a lot further distances, but that was just my my test range, and I was well pleased with the results. Now, the magazines are quite interesting. I like them, but I thought they were a little bit fiddly at first, but when you get to grips with them and get the feel of them, they really are quite good. Kind of like clockwork magazines. Basically, that's the front, this is the back, that's where you'll drop your pellet in, and then once you've put one pellet in, cycle it around, or cycle it the right way. Hang on, that one's stuck, let's get one that's set free. cycle it around, drop your pellet in, just keep cycling it around until you loaded all 10 shots in. And yeah, really quite effective. Again, I thought they were a little bit fiddly to start with, but because you know, when you guys that use the say the HW100 by RACK, where you've just got basically the magazines are discs, you just fill them up with pellets and just chuck them in and you're ready to rock. These are a little bit more fiddly, but I mean, I can load these up no problem. So even with gloves on, as long as you can pick the pellets up, that is. But yeah, nice magazines. Got little magnets on them. That metallic disc there is a magnet, and that's what holds it in place. Good design with this as well is, see this little pin or spike thing sticking out? You can swap that out and put it in that side and the magnet, so you can then load this magazine from the opposite side of the gun. So if you're a true lefty, you can load it from the other side. But I'll just show you how they load. Let's just open that up. So first of all, looking at a rifle, notice you've got that sort of ridge there sticking out. That's got to marry up, I'm just trying to show you on camera, with that ridge in the magazine. So you sort of get the mag the right way round and just slot it in like that, and basically the magnet more or less pulls the magazine in to position. Really quite cool. And then obviously close the bolt up, that pushes your first pellet in, you're ready to rock. This gun is safe, the magazine's empty, firing it in the safe direction. And then when you pull that bolt back, drawing the bolt back, the magazine cycles, bolt back in, down, ready to rock. Nice design. To extract the magazine, you've got to lift the bolt up, draw it all the way back as though you're cocking it, and just push that mag from your desired side, whichever way you've set the magazines up. Just push it, just slides out. Piece of cake. Great design. The underside of the stock is where the takedown nut or Allen nut is located. Again, you've got DAYSTATE's logo laser etched in there. Here's a closer look at the silencer or moderator. Does look nice in that carbon fibre. Now these are an optional extra with DAYSTATE. I think these run around the £60–65 mark in the UK. Well worth getting. Does take the crack out of the rifle as far as sound goes, and does finish the muzzle off quite nicely as well. Now here's the muzzle without the moderator on it, or the silencer. You've got the nilled nut there, or thread protector. Now you can see the mark on that barrel. That's what's left by the moderator, where it slides over the end of the muzzle. So it does go quite far back, but it is very effective. Now just be aware when you throw a scope on this rifle that you have the correct scope mounts, because the guns and firearms that I've got, I'm that used to putting scopes on Picatinny rails I went to just drop one of my good scopes on this rifle, and scope mounts were just too big. They wouldn't clamp up on there, so I had to go out and get some smaller mounts to go onto that rail. Just be aware of that. That's a mistake I made. I was all sort of ready to rock and shoot this rifle, and then just about to drop the scope on, and I was like, that's not going to work. So that lost me a day's shooting, so I had to go and run around getting scope mounts that'd fit. That's my bad though. My overall view on this rifle and verdict, for what it's worth, a great, well, an ultimate hunting rifle. Plenty of shots per fill, so that gets a big thumbs up. Ambidextrous design, again, great. Love the fact that you can change the mags around so you can load them from either side. It's just a nice feature if you're a lefty. An absolutely outstanding air rifle. High end, high value as far as cost goes, but this thing will last you years. Do it some justice though. Get a decent scope on there. Get some spare mags and get that silencer, and you will have one hell of a hunting rifle. Thanks for watching guys. That's your RACKNLOAD review.